benefit of those who don't know, who is Kevin?
Kevin is a squirrel, and he lives with Dr. Dolittle in that forest area, and he goes on a journey with the doctor and everybody else.
So you get the call and they say, hey, we have this opinionated squirrel with attitude. We think you'd be great for it. How do you respond? You're like, you want me to play a what now?
Well, it used to be a mouse, and then they switched characters over. So first I was a mouse, and then we had so much fun. They were like, hey, let's extend it a little bit, and then I became a squirrel. So I was cool with either.
You're a man trained and experienced in improv. How much improv did you actually get to do voicing Kevin?
Oh, we got to play around a lot with the script. We had the script, and then with almost every line, it was like we had many alternatives. So we were just collaborating, having fun, throwing lines around.
When you're doing something like this, it takes place over, I'm guessing, months, maybe even sometimes years when you do this kind of stuff. How do you keep yourself in that mindset when you're just going into a studio sometime to lay down some more voice work and everything? Do you have to like keep it in your head? Do they play it back so you can just remind yourself? How does that work?
For my character to stay in character, I slept in the park like a couple days before I would go in to record and store some nuts. No, you go in and they'll sometimes they'll play the what you did earlier to get you kind of in the mood and see what that energy was, and then you have the director there guiding you, so it's not too hard.
How was it working with Stephen? I mean, he's a guy who's known for, dark thrillers and dramas and stuff like this. This is his first family movie. How was he as a comedy guy too?
Hysterical. He makes Kevin pop. That whole run about well, I don't want to give away too much of the movie, but it was fun. I look forward to going every time.
And obviously, you don't get to interact with Robert. You don't get to interact with I'm guessing most of the other voice cast. Was it just literally you alone in the booth doing your stuff?
Yes.
Wow.
That's typically how it goes. You and producers and the director, and everybody's collaborating, figuring out what you're gonna do with this line and make sure you got the energy right. And yeah, for the most part, you don't work with the other actors.
So have you met any of the other cast members yet?
Yes, I met half the cast now, I think, or maybe just shy of half the cast. I met on this press junket, and then I knew a couple of them going
in. So you said before about going completely method, sleeping in a park, storing nuts. when it comes to playing a squirrel, for the benefit of those who might be trying to learn the craft of acting as a squirrel, what is the trick to playing a squirrel?
The trick to playing a squirrel is to just always be like, kind of paranoid, kind of always checking your surroundings, and not staying anywhere too long. A little ADD mixed with paranoia.
What are you hoping people take away from a movie like this? I mean, it's a big family film, a big broad adventure. It's a lot of fun, but there's also emotion to it. What are you hoping people get from it?
Animals are family too. Is a nice message that comes across, and just the family is a very strong concept here because these people started on this journey, and then their trials and tribulations bonded them to where they are a family. These people, these animals and people.
And is this the kind of movie that you would normally check out yourself, or is it something that you just take as a family?
This is definitely a family film, and I would check it out. When I saw the trailer, I was blown away. I didn't know. They showed us some drawings here and there, but I had no idea it was coming like this. So yeah, this is one of those things that I would have to go see in the theater.
So if you could talk to animals yourself, what do you think you'd be talking about?
Just like, pizza and stuff. How's your day going? What's it really like? Is this right? Science says this about animals. Is this correct? Can you play the piano? Would you like to learn how to play the piano?
If there is, if this turns into the Dolittle cinematic universe, like the Marvel cinematic universe, and there is a Kevin spin-off movie, which there probably should be, what would you want the story of Kevin to be?
I guess he would have to save someone. I thought that was a nice moment in the movie. And Kevin stood up for his family, and I wanted to see more of that. See who that guy is. See him with an army of squirrels just running stuff.
What do you get from someone like Robert? Obviously, you're not in the room with him. You're not acting opposite him directly, but he's got this energy. Everyone knows Robert Downey Jr. What's it like to just be part of that energy?
It was very easy to accept the role, knowing that Robert was at the helm, the captain of the ship. So I was, and then to meet him was just like he couldn't be more down to earth and loving and giving. So, and you see it on the screen, even though we weren't there. He's like, you can't tell. It's like he was with all these characters.
You do a lot of voiceover work. What is it you look for in a character like this? Is there something specific you're after when you're sort of asked to play these roles, or when you go up for these roles?
When I see, usually it's if something makes me laugh out loud, or it just makes me laugh, to be like, I can see what I can do with this, or moved emotionally some kind of way. Sometimes it's something to make me cry or whatever. But this one, like I said, I played one character first, and it was pretty funny, and then we switched over to Kevin, and then that was like, I lucked into that.
So did they tell you why they switched from doing the mouse character to being Kevin? Was it just felt like a better fit for you?
I didn't ask. I just said, okay, I'll do it. More sessions? Great, let's go.
You didn't say, can I grab the paycheck for the mouse and for Kevin?
No, I didn't.
So when it comes to sort of big family movies, what do you think people want from this kind of movie?
Magic. They want their kids entertained. But even I think there was a question about Dolittle. Why does this character matter today? And why is the story being told? I think the magic of just being able to talk to animals and to see that on screen, because we all imagined we could, and some people communicate on a higher level than others with animals, but to be able to like Dolittle is just a magical thing to behold.
And it is, it's classic story. The books have been around for years and years and years. It's been turned into TV shows and movies before. What was your experience of Dolittle? Was it Rex Harrison? Was it Eddie Murphy?
Eddie Murphy, yeah, whom I just worked with. So go from Eddie Murphy, who was Dolittle, to come to Dolittle was an interesting little thing. I was like, oh, it's interesting. Just worked with him and he played Dolittle. Now going over to another Dolittle.
So that means naturally the end point of this will be one day maybe you'll be Dolittle.
I didn't want to go that far to say it, but I did have that thought. There's two people now.